Hi, it's me again. Today we're going to make another circuit, and this time we're not going to use conductive copper tape, but we're going to use aluminum foil. So while we're waiting for people to join in, I will start setting up the workspace. So as you can see, I'm using here a template which I designed myself, and instead of using this conductive copper tape, which is very easy to use because it already has sticky layer which is adhesive and is conductive, but many people in many countries cannot have it. So they say that they have troubles at finding this conductive copper tape. So they ask what could they use instead. And there is a very easy solution to that. You can use aluminum foil you use in the kitchen. It's basically this material we all have. It's very cheap and it is conductive. So you can use it to build circuits. So I'm going to show you how I create a circuit using aluminum foil. So what I do to start, as it comes as a big flat sheet, I basically cut it. So I need to cut a long strip. I don't need to have, don't need to be very precise on how I cut it, but it helps when everything is very even and straight. So basically I make this strip like this. Now I just need to fold it. So I fold it like this, and then one more time. So I have this nice strip which I can use to build my circuit. So cut it. I don't want too much aluminum foil because then it becomes less conductive. So it's not sticky. So how do I attach it to the paper? So I use glue. Any glue will do. So what I do is I basically add a glue layer on the path, right? And oh my gosh, my glue is falling apart. So and then I just start sticking it. So I stick it here, then I fold it, then I continue like this, then I fold it one more time, and I go to the battery sign. So, and I don't need it to be so long, I just cut it. So here it is, I have one path ready. So now I need to do the same on this side, and I'm not sure, I think I have just enough. So basically I do the same thing here. So I add glue, and oh my gosh, this glue needs to retire. And then I just stick it the same way I did on the other part. Obviously it's a glue, so you need to wait a little bit for it completely to dry. And I do not have, well, I do need a little piece here. I would suggest you to just make maybe a new strip and stick it all together, but I'll try to fix it. So basically I'm just going to attach a little extra piece. Why do I suggest you to make a completely new strip here is because you need a good flow of electricity. So if you're not working with circuits and you don't understand how to troubleshoot it, it might generate some issues and you will not know how to solve it. So, okay, I have my wires, my conductive materials attached to my template. So now I need to add a power source, which is a battery, and I need a light, right? Something that we're going to light up. So before I attach it to the card, I need to make sure it works. I need to sure that my battery is not drained, and and that my LED light works. So how do I do that? It's very simple. You just directly connect it to the battery, and if it lights up, so it works. So my LED works. So now I need to make sure I attach it the right way, because if I mixed up the leg position, it will not work. So the negative leg goes here, the positive leg goes here, the longer one is positive, the shorter one is negative. So I bend the legs. And remember, I folded my strip. I did it on purpose because I can introduce the legs inside. I insert it for better connection. It really helps. So I need to make sure that there is a good contact here. So what you can do is, to ensure that everything is attached well, you can add an extra layer of any tape, any sticky tape will do. It's so hard to find where it starts. So also, before I start attach the battery, I am going to cut the switch. So because we need to activate the circuit, so we need to have some kind of switch. I'm going to use my Giro Cut crafting knife, which I love because it's very easy to use. You see how the blade rotates? It's very nice. So basically what I do is I cut this flap and I fold it. So, and that's going to be my switch when I connect the battery here. So now I need to connect the battery. Remember that this side was positive, so the positive side should touch this path. So basically I place it here. So now when I push on top of the switch, it turns on. I can show it closer so you can see how it lights up. So you see? What happens here is that we close this circuit. So this path is positive. So this side of the battery is also positive. So this path is negative. So when we touch it, we complete the circuit. So this is how it works. As you can see, it's not attached. So you can keep all the elements in place by using a sticky tape. Like any clear tape or basically any tape will do. So as all the elements are already connected and the electricity flows, don't worry that you will like break it. So basically the trick here is, if you attach the battery, make sure that there is space left for the contact, right? So if we cover it completely with the tape, with the plastic, it's not going to be conductive anymore. So, and it will stop working. For example, if you place a paper in between, it won't work because paper is not conductive. So make sure that there is some surface of the battery. So what you can do is you can basically attach two pieces on either side of the battery, leaving some space empty. So this is how you make a simple electric circuit using aluminum foil, something we all have in the kitchens. You don't need these fancy and sophisticated materials that some people do not have in their countries. I do recommend using this because it's so much easier, it's so much more intuitive, the flow of electricity is better here. But in case you need to build a circuit and you do not have all the materials you need, this works. And it's actually creative. It's something that is easy to find. And it's very good and friendly for the environment because we don't need to buy these specific tools. You can use any colors of the LEDs. For example, let's switch the blue one for a red one, for example. right? So you see here is another LED. This LED is a little bit smaller. So as you can see, this one is a bigger size. They come in different sizes. So again, you find the longer leg is the positive, the shorter one is the negative. And so you separate the legs. You insert it inside of our wires. And I'm making a mess here, but that's okay. You push it. Why do you push it? Because you need a good flow of electricity. So conductive materials should touch the legs. And then when you push the button, it works. So here you go. And aluminum foil works not only for one LED, a simple circuit with one LED, you can create parallel circuits, you can create circuits in series, you can attach more LED lights, and it's pretty easy to do it. So thank you so much for joining my stream. I am learning how to do it. So thank you so much. See you soon again.